Thank you for choosing Burlington Subaru for your shopping needs. I'm Terry Light, the Internet Sales Manager here for Burlington Subaru. Today I'd like to take a look at the 2011 Subaru Legacy and give you an in-depth look at the car itself. We're going to start off with the 2.5i. Even though we refer to this as the base model, it's far from being a base model in the lineup with the rest of the cars. So I'm going to start on the interior and just give you an insight on what's inside the car and what comes as its standard features. Well, now that we're inside the 2.5i Legacy, let's take a look at some of the standard features. One of my favorite things that they added is the audio controls on the steering wheel. You can see you got the volume up and down, mode to switch between AM, FM, CD. Also, there's an auxiliary jack if you have your iPod plugged in. You can mute everything and then also change your stations. Over on the right-hand side, easy to reach as well, is your cruise control. You can turn the cruise control on and off here. Set, excel, and cancel. So it's very easy to manage your cruise control when traveling on those long trips. As we move behind the steering wheel, wipers are very easy to reach. You got intermittent, low and then high. You can change your intermittent speed as well, and it's just a simple pull forward to do the wash. On the left-hand side, you do have your headlights. They did add a feature, which is the auto headlights. What's nice about those, as it's bright outside, they stay off and your daytime running lights stay on. But when it gets dark, your lights automatically come on, so you never have to worry about, did I turn on those lights to have my tail lights on so I'm not rear-ended? They've got you covered there. Moving down on the side, you do have your electronic mirrors and electronic parking brake, but I'll go into more details on that with you later. As we move over to the right, you have your radio controls. This is the Panasonic radio. It's got some great sound out of it. One of my favorite features on this is when you hit the menu button, it actually has a speed volume control that you can set to off. Then there's a feature 1 and 2. 2 goes a little louder than 1, but the great thing about that is as you speed up, the volume tends to go up, and as you slow down, the volume tends to come down. So when you have those mornings when you jump in your car and you're blasting yourself out, it can help eliminate a lot of those problems, but pretty standard from there. You'll see that it is pre-wired for satellite radio. What's nice about that is you can add the Subaru satellite radio and listen to your favorite tunes from there and tune out those commercials. Your heating controls, front defrost, rear defrost, your fan speed, your temperature, and in the direction you got from there, and they conveniently located the hazard lights right below so it's easy to spot from there. Looking more in depth into the dash, you can see your warning lights light up right across the front when you want to have those on. When you take delivery, you'll be happy to go into more details on those, but one thing you'll notice is a light that's right up front, which is a VDC, Vehicular Dynamics Control, which is an added extra stability control on top of the all-wheel drive. We'll go into more details on that in a bit. But what I like is when you're traveling on those roads and wondering when it's going to be cold outside, you can see we have the outside temperature. The room we're in at the moment is a nice chilly 45 degrees. And as you move across, you can see you've got your clock. And you can switch between those. You can see how many miles you have before you run out of gas. So we're about to run out. So we've got 50 miles we can go. You can see an average. This is showing 17.4, but we've only got a couple of miles on the car, so your average will definitely be better on that. The Legacy rates for an average gas mileage in city for 19 and on the highway 27. A lot of my customers are reporting back to me that they're getting over 30. So you can definitely get some good gas mileage out of the Legacy with the all-wheel drive. Continue across the dash. As you move down, you're going to see that the dual stage point of the airbag is located right here. The passenger airbag is weight sensitive to the upper torso of the body. So if you have someone who's frail or a child in the front seat, it will detect if that airbag should be on or off for the safety of the person in the occupant. The driver's seat is sensitive actually to where you're placed to the steering wheel. So it also detects where the seat position is and the seat back, so you know where exactly you're going to be protected from there. But to continue on the airbags, you also have the side impact airbags. What's nice about those, they're directly in the side of the seat. So whether you're leaning back, they're right there for you, or whether you're leaning forward. So no matter where the position of the seat is, you've got that side impact airbag. And I've also added the side curved airbags, which are not only for the front, but also for your rear passengers as well. So you are definitely wrapped in safety with your airbags. But going back to some of the storage you have in the car, always looking for that place to put stuff. Well, the owner's manual, everything's located right in the glove box, which you can see a nice spacious glove box from there. A lot of my customers actually take the owner's manual and throw it in the trunk so they can put all their favorite knickknacks and stuff they need in their glove box right up front. So as you can see, in all fairness, I'm about 5'10". So I have plenty of room in the front, lots of headroom to go from there, leg room, plenty of room from there. But as you jump out of the front, let's jump into the back, because I'm sure it might not just be you have a family, or you want to bring friends along with you. When they lengthened the wheelbase on the Legacy, they also made the doors wider, moved the front dashboard to give you a lot more space. But they opened this up a lot more to give you degrees so you can take child seats or lower the box of things out the back. And you can see just jumping right into the back. Plenty of space from there, very comfortable. My favorite thing is there's toe room underneath, so you can put your toes in so it stretch out. They also bevel the back of the driver's seat to give you plenty of legroom from there as well. One thing I like about Subaru where they place their logo for the Subaru logo, it's dead center in the car. And you'll actually notice it's on the front of the vehicle, and it's also dead center in the back of the vehicle on the trunk. It always reminds me of Subaru's main core technology, which is the symmetrical all-wheel drive, meaning it's got the boxer engine, which sets dead center, and its drivetrain is dead center as well. So if you were to take this car and slice it in half, you've got even weight on both sides. Speaking of the all-wheel drive, you do have power to all four wheels at all times, at all speeds. That's what sets us different from the rest of the cars in the market. Most cars are power all to the front, something actually has to slip, or power to the back, something has to slip before the rest will engage. Even with our car, we do have a VDC, Vehicular Dynamics Control, to go a little more depth in that. That is a traction control system on top of your all-wheel drive. So the all-wheel drive is giving you that push to move forward. The VDC helps you stay in your intended path. So if you're going down the road and going around a corner, your back end starts to slide on you a little bit, it will actually break the appropriate wheels to help you pull you back into your intended path. The beauty of that also stays engaged at all speeds. Most cars with a traction control system will shut off after 25 miles per hour. Subaru still feels you should be safe at 60, 65, and if you are a little speed demon like I am myself, when you're doing 70 or a little more, you still want it working for you. To that end, not only do you have the all-wheel drive, you do have a 4-channel, 4-sensor ABS braking. What's standard on the Legacy is a 4-wheel disc brakes, all done on an independent suspension. The ABS, going into that again, 4-channel, 4-sensor. It's done on a dual diagonal system, so what you'll see is an X in the system. If one was to fail, the other one will still be there to help you stop in a nice controlled straight line. Your front wheel starts to lock up. The ABS will work on that wheel only and let the other ones stop accordingly to help you stop in a nice controlled straight line. But that's enough going into the event there. Take a look down. I like also what they've done with the Legacy. They've added the door frames. By adding the door frames around there, it helps quieten the ride. Also gives you a lot of solid feel. I'll show you those doors now. Subaru always keeps your gas tanks on the passenger side. That's great for safety. You run out of gas alongside of the road. Well, you're standing out of traffic to put that gas back in there. But with the 3-year, 36,000-mile comprehensive warranty, it does come with roadside assistance. So run out of gas, call them up, they'll bring you 2 gallons to get you to the next gas station. So remember I pointed out the logo on the front dead center? Check out the logo, it's right there in the back. To always remind you that symmetrical all-wheel drive. With your keyless entry, you do have a trunk release on the back. You can release it from the inside or just by pressing the key and holding it in the back, and it'll pop your trunk right for you, give you a couple of beeps, let you know that it opened right up. Never lose power to the car or lose power to a remote. They do have a key slot hidden right underneath. Just put your key in there and you can manually unlock it from the back of the car. So popping that in, you're going to see there's plenty of space. You just crawl right on in and fit right in. So the reason I like to show you this is if you're looking at other cars like the Camry or the Accord, you can see there's a lot of space in the back from there as well, but we maximize our space by going with a double wishbone suspension. So plenty of room in the back. Fill it up with luggage, anything you need from there, and what you're going to notice is you've got the strut towers right on the outside. So if this trunk was to close down with me in the back, I wouldn't be hitting myself in the head. The beauty about it in the back, you'll see there's a child safety latch right here. So if you did have a child in the back and decided to play with the back, bring that right here. And they can pop that right open and be able to get out. So if you're going to put somebody in the back of the trunk, you better make sure they're knocked out pretty good because they can get out. Well, now that I'm out of the trunk, let's take a look. What's nice about the Legacy is the back seats can fold down. So if you do have skis, snowboards, want to throw anything along in the back, just pull these 2 levers right here in the back. It's a 60-40 split on the seats, and as you look in, you can see that these seats fold right down. And give you a lot more space, but if I didn't have the front seat folded back taking a nap earlier, this would have gone all the way down, but you can get the idea that there is plenty of space in the back. Got those groceries in the back, only have 1 or 2 bags, don't go on and roll them around. You'll see Subaru's conveniently put little grocery bags hooks in the back, which holds those in place. That jug of milk, don't want around, just put it in there. They do have an accessory of a cargo net that can go in the back for you as well. Lift this right up, has a little handle to hold it out of your way. You can see there's places to put tools, emergency kits, flares, anything from there. And then right underneath is conveniently spaced is your jack and your spare tire. Always keep in mind when driving a vehicle and you do get a flat tire, they do recommend if you get a flat tire on the front of the vehicle to always change the rear tire for the spare and put the good tire on the front. That's just not for Subaru, but that's for any car that you're driving. You should always have your good tires on the front. Well, there's a quick overlook of the 2.5i. This is the still silver again with the charcoal interior. And let's move on to the premium package. And with the premium package, I'm going to start off with the boxer engine. You heard me mention that earlier. With the boxer engine, you'll see that it is horizontally opposed. It does set down low. And if you can see it from the side, when you bring the camera on, thank you, you can see there's a slight tilt to the engine. One thing that's great about that is if you do ever end up in a front-end collision, that engine will slide right down underneath the car and you don't have to worry about it coming into your lap. But to more features on that, you can see it is dead center into the car. It gives you that symmetrical, nice even balance. And they also made things in yellow for the things that you were to touch, and allow me to do that, and also leave everything else to the tech. You see, you got your oil, power brakes, power steering, and of course your washer fluid up front. So it's real easy to maintain these box there. Not all that mechanically inclined. Talk to your technician, they can give you more details from there. This is, again, the boxer engine, 170 horsepower, 100 pounds of torque. Great things to use from there. Now that we're looking at the 2.5i premium package, you're going to see what it differs from the 2.5i. It does give you the 16-inch alloy wheels. You can see there, and then of course you can get a good look at those disc brakes right behind it. They also go to the body colored matching mirrors. So you can match right into the body of the car so they blend in a little better from there. Also, when you go to the premium package, you can actually get this in different trim levels for the premium. You can get the premium, you can get the all-weather premium package, the Harman Kardon radio package, or the moonroof package, or you can combine all three together. This one we're showing you here has the heated seats. When you look down inside, you see your little buttons from there, high and low. Nice about the heated seats, it does the buttocks area and your lower back, and so it gives you a nice comfortable ride from there. Also in the premium package, you can see it's got the leather-wrapped steering wheel, leather-wrapped shifter knob, and also all the nice steel trim lifted around from there. From there, you can see it's pretty standard like it is on the 2.5i. When you're stepping up to the premium package, you're just adding a few more comfort features. So that was a quick look at the 2.5i premium package, and you saw that on the alloy wheels. I want to kind of point out on the limited, not on this one you get the 8-spoke alloy wheels, but when you move to the limited, you actually get the 10-spoke alloy wheels. Now this is the still silver, but since we've already taken a look at the still silver on the 2.5i with the dark interior, I'm going to move to the 3.6R. When you're looking at the limiteds, the 2.5i and the 3.6R do share the same features on the interior. So let's move right over and take a look at the Azurite Blue with warm ivory interior. You can already see I've been playing with this one earlier. The back seats are pretty full down. You can see you get the same space and things on there. Even in the back seats, you get the leather interior. One thing I forgot to point out, even on the 2.5i, you do get the cup holders in the back, so right there, and then they're also in the door, so you get the bottle holders right in the door as well. So you can see the wood grain trim down the sides. Just take a quick glance on the inside, and I'll meet you on the inside to go over some of the extra features that are standard. Well, now that we're inside of the Limited Legacy, I'm going to point that out. This is one of my favorites in the lineup because my inner child is a little bit of a spoiled brat, so it always enjoys the luxuries. This has the leather interior, it's the perforated leather, and on the Limited, it comes standard with a lot more features. It comes standard with the heated seats, again does the buttocks area in the lower back. It also comes standard with the heated outside mirrors and your windshield wiper deicer, which can be activated by pressing your rear defrost button. So it all works together, stays on for about 10 to 12 minutes, and keeps that clear for you from there. Again, a lot of the other features you'll see standard, but what you're adding to the radio, this happens to have the Harman Kardon radio, which gives you more speakers, so a little bit richer sound, but also with that you get the Bluetooth technology. When you press the Bluetooth button, you'll automatically
Welcome to the hands-free phone system. The hands-free system enables usage of a mobile phone without needing to handle the phone. To operate, use voice recognition and the audio control knob. Before using the hands-free system, a phone needs to be paired. App cancelled.
So you can see it just sets it up right there. You can always check on the Subaru website, go to Subaru.com, engineering, and it shows right there if your cell phone can be compatible with the Bluetooth on the vehicle. Cell phones are compatible. You have different options where you can download phone books, speed dials, and different things from there. So it's pretty handy to use right on the steering wheel. Moving on to the Harman Kardon radio, you get the 6-disc in-dash CD changer, so you can load in all 6 CDs and listen to them randomly, one at a time. And when you get tired of disc number 3, just hit 3 eject and it'll eject that disc only. And you can change that one and keep your other favorite ones right in there. Also, what's nice about the Harman Kardon radio, when you get the Limited, it also comes standard with the XM satellite radio. So that satellite button that was pre-wired on the other vehicles, while in the Limited it comes as a standard feature. What's also nice about that, when you go, Subaru will actually give you a 3-month trial subscription, which is for free, that you can take advantage of it and see if it's something that you would like to subscribe to. I'm going to recommend, and I'm sure XM will probably hate me for this, But when I signed up for mine, I asked for the lifetime subscription. They don't offer it. Ask for it. Trust me, it's cheaper in the long run, especially if you like to keep your Subarus for a very long time. Moving down, you'll see you've got the wood grain trim. Gives it a nice accent, a little bit different from that silver aluminum accent lid. Moving on to the heating system in the Limiteds, you get the dual climate control. What's nice about the dual climate control, if you like it warmer on your side of the car and your passenger likes it a little bit cooler, you can manage that. So by just hitting the auto button turns the system on. You'll see right now it's 76 and 76. With the dual light off, you can actually control both sides from the left. When you turn on the dual mode, you can control it separately on the passenger side. So you can maintain those two different temperatures for you from there. If you don't like the auto system and want to control it yourself, you can override it by using the fan speed buttons. So you can decrease or increase the fan speed. Again, remember your rear defrost is the heated outside mirrors, the windshield wiper deicer. You can put it right on the front defrost. You do have your recirculate, and then you can also turn the system off. So you can always control it from there. The hazard lights are conveniently located right in the center, so if you do need to turn on your hazard lights, it's located right there for you. The 3.6R does have the 5-speed electronic controlled automatic transmission. You can see it's got the regular drive for your day-to-day driving. And then you can kick it over to the manual mode, and if you want to control your gears for that ill weather, however you'd like to state that, you can control the transmission just like that, like you would on regular automatics when you go down to 3, 2, 1. Okay, as you look inside, you'll see another standard feature on all the Legacies is the auxiliary jack. So if you have an MP3 player or an iPod, you can jack it right into there and listen through the car stereo. So it gives you lots of control from there. Again, that's some quick highlights on the Subarus. This happens to be the 3.6R that we took a quick look in. You can get them with or without the moonroof. The one I'm displaying at the moment doesn't have the moonroof, so you can get it that different option, just like you can on the premium package and also on the 2.5i Limited. Hope you enjoyed looking at the Legacies. I'm going to take a quick glance on the outsides and make sure we have everything covered. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, one thing about the 2.5i premium package and even in the 2.5i, the 6-speed manual transmission comes as a standard feature. The optional feature that you get is the CVT, continuous variable transmission, and Subaru likes to call it Lineartronics CVT, so that gives you the control from there. And again, that's in dead center of the car. Ultimately what it means is there's no gears. It's on a pulley system that gives you a nice controlled, smooth ride. You don't even know that you're speeding up. You can be up to 65 before you even know it. But the best part is the gas mileage. With the no gears holding the car back, you can get an in-town reading of 23 at a highway of 31. If you're a more aggressive driver, 19 to 27. But if you're that nice passive driver that likes those Sunday drives, it's showing you can get up to 37 miles per gallon. How can you beat 37,000? 37,000, wouldn't that be a great mileage? There'll be a day, I'm sure we'll get that. But getting up to 37 on those Sunday drives, being nice and comfortable in an all-wheel drive vehicle, how can you beat that? Well, thank you for taking a look at the Legacy today on the new 2011s. We did go into a lot of features, but believe it or not, I only touched the surface. There's so much more to a Subaru. I invite you to come down, speak with our friendly sales staff, but ask for me, Terry Light, the Internet Sales Manager here. I'd be happy to go over all the details, but the test really is when you come down for that test drive. Please remember, always check us out on the website at Burlington Subaru. I look forward to seeing you when you get the chance to make it down.